So here we are taking a look at the pinnacle of Burton's boot technology, the Burton SLX. And it's a boot I've ridden on and off for years. And a lot of our crew has it for one simple reason. One, it's an amazing boot. But the real reason is its longevity. It's one of the longest lasting boots I've ever owned. Jimbo on one pair, I forget which year, but he rode over 200 days that season. I think it was something ridiculous, like 260 days. It was every day Mammoth was open from like November to 4th of July. I think he missed like one day. Then we have, so he, and he had days on that before that season. So the boot still has some flex. It's amazing how much it retains its flex, and I think that's kind of one of the leading reasons why you get this boot. Now, another wonderful boot in Burton's line is the Ion. It's a little stiffer, a little more aggressive, and I personally think it has a little bit better feel underfoot and integration with the board. However, it doesn't last anywhere near as long as the SLX. The SLX has the articulating cuff. It has an imprint 5-liner, which is very similar to the imprint 4. And this doesn't break down very quick at all. So combined with that articulating cuff, a pretty stiff spine, and just really good materials, the SLX lasts for a long time. So it's expensive as all hell. I mean, it's like there's sticker shock when you look at this. However, the one thing I like about this is it usually lasts at least twice as long as most boots. So it's like you're kind of buying two boots. A couple things that I like with the SLX is this year it has kind of a little bit of a nice inward flex or inward lean. It's got like a softer foam on the inside, so it's pretty tough this way, but when you go like this, it rolls in really easy. It's not quite like the auto cant of the Ion, but it definitely has a nice roll to it, and you don't feel like you're like this. Another thing that I really like this year is the boots. The toe is incredibly stiff and hard. It's got longevity written all over it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to break down the toe this year by cranking down the bindings. The toe strap on it, we'll see, but it's going to last a long time. Another thing is the Vibram insole. The Ions don't have that. The Ions have a pretty thin sole that's made to integrate better with the thin shock absorbent material below, where this has more shock absorbent material, and it's got a lot thicker sole, so it's going to last a lot longer. Excellent traction. So inside you have kind of the same thing, all the special higher end or middle end, I don't know what Burton boots have it, but most of them that I've seen have this, is that little orange extra layer of EVA foam, and underneath it there's some little tinfoil thing, which is supposed to help you get some more heat out of your boot. My feet run really warm, so I don't really care. There's places for J-bars in here. I don't know if you can see it, but for Velcro J-bars, if you have problems with heel hold, you can add these little, they're like J-shaped or L-shaped. They're more like L-shaped, and they just kind of go in right here and tighten up around your ankle more when you crank them down. So if you have heel lift issues, you can get J-bars and actually Velcro them in. So all in all, the Burton SLX, one of my favorite boots. Love the improvements this year. Oh yeah, there's this shoulder soft shell that really seems scratch resistant. Apparently it's used for motorcycle jackets or some shit like that. I don't know, but it looks like it's going to be really hard for me to scratch up wherever this material is, and it looks like these things are made to last long. The only thing I've seen with my SLXs and others is this material right here that's kind of super soft. You know, the EVA foam and the gel, you know, in the red there. I've seen that kind of break down and break away. But other than that, the rest of the boot remains intact, and it's just an amazing all-around boot. So if you can afford it and you're into, you know, riding the same boot forever, then the SLX is a good choice.